Land borders are the lines we draw on maps to separate one country from another. They seem simple, but they represent much more than just lines. They are powerful symbols of history, culture, and politics. Understanding borders helps us understand the world we live in. Some borders are simple, following natural features like rivers or mountains. Others are more complex, drawn by people long ago. These borders can seem strange or even random. Why are some countries long and thin while others are oddly shaped? The answers lie in history. Wars, treaties, and the rise and fall of empires have all shaped the borders we see today. By looking at unusual borders, we can learn about the forces that have shaped our world. Let's explore some of the strangest land borders on Earth and uncover the stories they tell. To understand strange borders, we must travel back in time. Imagine a world before maps, where empires rose and fell like the tides. Ancient empires like the Romans drew borders with swords and spears, expanding their reach across continents. Centuries later, colonialism redrew the map again. European powers carved up Africa, Asia, and the Americas, creating borders that often ignored existing cultures and geographies. These colonial borders have had a lasting impact, leading to conflicts and tensions that continue to this day. Even after colonialism, borders continued to shift. The Cold War, with its ideological battles, led to the division of countries like Germany and Korea. The fall of the Soviet Union in 1991 resulted in the creation of new nations, each with its own borders to define and defend. The world's borders are not static lines, they are a reflection of our ever-changing history. By studying them, we gain a deeper understanding of the forces that have shaped our world. One example of an unusual border is the India-Bangladesh Enclave border. Picture this, a patch of India surrounded by Bangladesh, which is itself surrounded by India, and so on. These enclaves, remnants of historical agreements, created confusion and logistical nightmares for those living within them. Then there's the border between the Netherlands and Belgium, which runs through buildings and even a cafe. Imagine having your living room in one country and your kitchen in another. This border is a legacy of complex medieval treaties and land ownership. In North America, the US-Canada border zigzags along the 49th parallel, but with strange exceptions. Point Roberts, Washington is a small piece of the US accessible only by land through Canada. Its existence is a quirk of history, a reminder of how past decisions can have lasting impacts on geography. Section 4. The human impact of unusual borders. These strange borders are more than just lines on a map, they impact the lives of real people. Imagine living in an enclave, cut off from your own country and surrounded by another. Daily life becomes a logistical challenge, with border crossings required for even the simplest tasks. In some cases, unusual borders have led to conflict and tension. Disputes over resources, territory, and cultural identity can arise when borders are unclear or contested. The India-Bangladesh enclaves, for example, were a source of friction for decades before a resolution was reached in 2015. However, unusual borders can also foster cooperation and cultural exchange. The Netherlands-Belgium border, while complex, has not prevented the two countries from having a close relationship. People living along the border often speak both languages and share cultural ties. Section 5. Understanding our world, one border at a time. The world's strangest borders offer a glimpse into the complex interplay of history, geography, and human decisions. They remind us that borders are not merely lines on a map, but powerful symbols with real-world consequences. By understanding the historical and geopolitical forces that have shaped these borders, we gain a deeper appreciation for the challenges and opportunities they present. We learn about the importance of diplomacy, cooperation, and respecting cultural differences. As we navigate an increasingly interconnected world, understanding borders is more important than ever. By studying these unusual lines on the map, we gain valuable insights into our shared history and the forces that continue to shape our world today.